I see that there's been a little confusion about who's related to who, whether Ruby's related to Fred, or whose parents are whose. So I understand it's confusing, so I'm going to try to explain to you guys how that all works. And I have it written down because it's honestly really difficult for me to remember too. So Howard is by Made For It, which means that's his dad, and then Out of She's Got Me Flatlining, which is his mom, and also known as Happy, Katie's mare. And he's trying to eat my paper that I'm remembering all this with. Stop it. So he's not really directly related to Fred or Ruby super closely, but down the line he is related to Fred, because usually if you have a really good mare or a really good stallion, a lot of people breed to them if they're super proven and super well known, kind of like VS Code Red. So some of you may know Vital Signs Are Good. She is Fred and Howard's great grandmother. So Fred and Howard are somewhat related, but not super closely. It's pretty far down the line. But I do know that Gary Bob and Howard are very, very far off related. They do have some similar lineage, but it's not very significant to where they're like siblings, you know? So they're just very far, far away related. So now let's talk about Miss Ruby. So Miss Ruby is by VS Code Red, that's her dad, and then Out of KM Brandy Girl, that's her mom, which is Beyonce, Katie's mare as well. So Ruby's dad is VS Code Red, and then her mom is Beyonce, and also Fred's mom Ginger's parents are the exact same parents. Her mom is Beyonce and her dad is VS Code Red. So that would make Ginger and Ruby full sisters, which would make Ruby here Freddie's aunt. And yes, it's weird to think about Ruby being Fred's aunt because she was just born this year and Fred's already a year old. But yes, Ruby is Fred's aunt. It is confusing. So now let's talk about Mr. Freddie. So Fred is by Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze is his dad. And then his mom is RS Code Ginger, which is Ginger, Katie's mare. And I saw a few people think that maybe VS Code Red was his dad, but VS Code Red is actually his grandfather, because VS Code Red is Ginger's dad. So it goes VS Code Red, then Ginger, then Mr. Freddie. But with those saying that Fred does look like VS Code Red, I do agree. I think they do look very similar. So just to recap, Ruby is Fred's aunt, and Howard is sort of related to Fred, sort of, in some way. Very far down the line. They're all related in some way. I hope that was a little bit helpful. I tried to explain it as best as I could.